What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everybody is having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. My day is actually going good. I'm just a little tired. I'm just a little tired. Well, not I was a little tired, and so I'm a little bit late today. You know, I usually come on a little bit earlier, but I'm a little late today because I had to take a nap. I was tired. I had to do something unexpected yesterday, and I'm gonna have to do something unexpected this weekend, and I got a whole bunch going on. But listen, we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 5, and the name of the episode was called Dynasty Divas in Atlanta. Okay? Or was it in Dallas? It should have been Dynasty Divas in, let me make sure, because players mess up. Let me see. Let me make sure. Dynasty. So they be having so many different things. So on YouTube TV, they called it Dynasty Diamonds and Drama. But on Peacock, because I watched the episode twice to see if it was anything that I missed, on Peacock, they got it labeled as Dynasty Divas in Atlanta. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. I don't like that. I don't like that now. Yes. Dynasty Divas in Atlanta. So they got two different names for the episode. I don't know what's that about. Okay. But it's them. It ain't me. Okay. But the name of the episode should have been called Canceled Christmases and Bitches in the Basement. My God. My God. Okay. But you know, it was a good episode. I am really enjoying the season. Okay. So far I am. So far so good. You know, and the thing is, Pinky got ate up. Pinky got ate up, but Pinky, I still like you. You came on a little bit strong. You got ate up, but I still like you. Okay. But before we get started, let's see who all in here, and then we're gonna talk. Okay, y'all like the video, share the video, hype me up, all that good stuff. Don't have me over here begging. Don't have me over here begging. Begging make people hate you. Like the video, okay? Let me see who all up in here. Let me see who all up in here. Okay, Dina, what's good? Run to the light. Run to the live like Pinky was running to the table from the table. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And baby Angela ate Pinky all the way up. Pinky didn't know if she was coming or going. She did not. She did not. Magdalene Lamar, what's good? Cam, what's good? Ray J, what's good? Pinky and Angela was giving Sheree and Marlo a baby voice fight. They wasn't giving that baby voice fight. They weren't close enough. Phaedra had me so weak when she said I need a rump roast, not a flat steak. Oh my God. Rhode Island was better this week, but Atlanta ate with this last scene. Rhode Island was better this week. I watched Madison Holly. I watched a little bit of Rhode Island and I fell asleep. Sex Brown Bone, what's good? Prince Fayez, what's good? Kashana, what's good? Douglas Donation, Linda Marshall, what's good? Cameron, Maria Pitts, what's good? Mism, what's good? Nita, what's good? Who in the hell is Damon? Take that wig off our lash and just show lips. Good, what? Baby, why I gotta do all that? Why you want me to do all that so I could become like you? So I can become like you? It ain't even working for you, mama. It ain't even working for you, so why would I try it? Okay? I ran to your review. I'm ready. What's good, Toya C? What's good? Tiffany, Angela Min, what's good? Andrea Guyton, what's good? Grace Blood, thank you for the super chat, Q. Happy Monday. K. Michelle is so insecure, it's ridiculous. That's why she got that super glue and concrete. But Ange, come get your baddie chance. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I told you she would. And I told you she would. Plinky played that Taurus and got the horns. Saying Rhode Island was snooze fest. Okay, yeah, I fell asleep. Boy, Rhode Island was good. I just fell asleep. I didn't say it was good. I didn't even finish it because I fell asleep. The Damon comment went over everybody's head. If it's going over everybody's head, baby, it was the wrong comment to make. It was the wrong comment to make, especially coming from somebody that looked like a boy her damn self. Okay? Especially coming from somebody who looking like a boy them damn selves. Okay? But let's go ahead and get started because I feel like this is about to be a long review. Okay? But again, we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, episode 5. And the name of the episode, I watched the Peacock version. It's called Dynasty Divas in Atlanta. And they weren't even in Atlanta. They weren't even in Atlanta. They was in Dallas. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. Told you Pinky had the masculine energy. I mean, we got it. We got it. We know. Okay? So the episode started off real soap opera, I guess. You know, I don't know. It was with Cynthia Phaedra and Adrienne Malou, formerly of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, I don't really know why Phaedra was there. Probably because she holds a peach, which is, I don't know why, it ain't me, but I don't know why she holds a peach. But Cynthia is a friend of. And so from my understanding and from what I've seen, I've never really seen, the only person that we've seen that never hold a peach that had a scene by themselves was Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce was the only person that has ever led a scene that didn't hold a peach. And that was when she went down there to the lawyer's office to go, to see about Phaedra and Apollo, and if she could follow, if she could go get legal representation. Other than that, I have never seen somebody that didn't hold a peach lead a scene. It was only Mama Joyce, okay? So those are facts. Those are big facts, okay? Now, Cynthia is partnering with the Malou family for their Tequila Commissario family, right? And so she's taking the ladies on a trip to Dallas, and the theme is merging Dallas and Dynasty into one. And she said, hopefully they have a good time and some fun because the ladies have been tripping lately, okay? Now, I never saw Dynasty before. Dynasty was before my time, okay? Now, Phaedra started talking about Pinky. She said that she was a different type of bird, but the question is, does Pinky eat bird? Does she eat bird, okay? Phaedra says, who cares if you eat meat? Who cares? Is this some money in your bank account? Phaedra, I got something for you later because you really giving punk puss, and we're gonna have to talk about it, okay? Now, Cynthia got this new confessional. I want Cynthia to stop with the lip liner on her eye, with the eyeliner on her lip. Because it's not giving the look that she's trying to give. Cynthia kind of look like she got on a mustache to me. Right? It seemed like that she going through through menopause and she growing a mustache or something. I don't know what's going on with Cynthia, but this is the first time I'm ever seeing it coming from Cynthia. This is the first season she looked like she got a mustache. Put a 2 in the chat if you see it. I see the look that she's going for. I know what she's going for. I don't know if it's some new lips, but it looks like that she's got a mustache. I don't like it. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Man. He said all Phaedra gave was faces and noise effects. Okay? Thank you, V. Spencer. I know I don't be tripping. Okay? So we get to day one. Okay, I see the twos. Okay, so let's see. So we get to day one of the Dallas trip, okay? The ladies ended up showing up to the airport. Now, it seems that the women missed the Dynasty theme in the invitation. I think that the invitation should have specifically said theme Dynasty if you're going to pair it with Dallas Dynasty. Because if I see Dallas Dynasty, I'm thinking that you only put Dynasty there for the alliteration purposes, right? I'm thinking that you only put Dallas Dynasty there for alliteration purposes. I don't think that you're really meaning Dynasty. She should have wrote Dallas Dynasty and then wrote somewhere on the invitation, theme Dynasty, right? But unless Dynasty's location or setting was in Dallas, you have to make it crystal clear. People don't know what you're saying, Cynthia, okay? But it seems like none of them saw Dynasty. Again, I never watched an episode of Dynasty, but I do know that the late, great Diane Carroll portrayed Dominique Devereaux. Right? I believe that she ended up, Diane Carroll ended up portraying Dominique Devereaux. Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. She said, I miss Cynthia's original face. Is it not the same face that we're seeing? Dynasty was in Denver, Colorado. Dynasty is set in Dallas. See, look at y'all. Look at y'all got me. Baby, Dominique Devereaux was Alexis were paid. Not these, her. Ooh, some of the girls are too young to remember Dynasty. It was a good show, right? I don't sleep in the same room as my clothes. My God, my God. Okay? Now, the only women who looked a part of the thing was Porsha and Phaedra, right? There was the only two girls that looked, part of the theme. Now, I really feel like that Porsha probably wouldn't even know the theme if Phaedra didn't tell her. But Cynthia sitting up there, bless her heart. Cynthia, baby, she just want to be so polite, baby. Cynthia gonna tell the girls, she gonna say everybody looks so different in their outfit.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Girl, shut the fuck up. Them girls, besides, if I'm being real with you, all of the girls really look the same to me. All the girls really look the same to me. I didn't really see it for Cynthia and Phaedra either. You get what I'm saying? I didn't really see nothing that I was like, oh my God, they had a thing. You get what I'm saying? I never seen the show. So I don't know. But she's talking about, oh my God, all you got, girl, ain't nobody even participating in your shit, girl. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. She says, so Dallas and Dynasty were two late night soap operas. She was trying to combine the two, probably, which is why she had a double lip liner on. My God. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. Okay? So this is going to be K. Michelle and Pinky. This is their first girl trip ever. I don't know if I really believe that. I don't know if I really believe that, especially the fact that they're a part of sororities, right? Now, Pinky attributes it to having masculine energy for a woman.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Okay. She says that she usually hangs with boys. Now, K. Michelle says that she's terrified to be traveling with women because it's going to be a bunch of hormones and a bunch of cattiness, right? You mean like running around making it seem like you was offended because a woman asked you about a miscarriage amongst all women? Is that what you mean? The thing is, you got to be skeptical. I'm always skeptical when women talk like K. Michelle and Pinky do, because those insinuations don't move the line forward for women. Those insinuations do not move the line forward for women. And I always feel like that's a pick-me statement to make, right? To try to set themselves apart from other women. But in reality, y'all are really the problem, and y'all are really the ones that's really starting all the drama. It be y'all. It be y'all. Okay? So they bought a private jet. The private jet name is Stella. I believe that the private jet name was Stella. Okay. Now, Pinky says a prayer. She is praying for traveling grace, and it was a long prayer. When I was younger, I have an older cousin. She is the first cousin once removed. She's my mama's first cousin, actually. And she would lead prayers before family gatherings, before we got ready to eat. And I used to be so annoyed as a kid. And the kid, we used to laugh about it. But as I've gotten older, for me specifically, I feel like God has a funny sense of humor, right? And so I have to be specific with my prayers when I'm praying to Big G, because you got to be specific, because he got a sense of humor. He got a sense of humor, okay? Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. He said, no, she meant that she was worried about the group will be asked, which one of you bees is eating me tonight? My God. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. I really appreciate it, okay? Now, Kelly ended up asking Angela about her portfolio. She said that her portfolio has been dismantled, and then Pinky started telling us about her filing for bankruptcy again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Pinky, I think that Pinky is making a very big mistake, because it's almost like that she's leading with filing for bankruptcy. And then not only is she leading with it, she's trying to overtalk it as if she got the money, right? Or she don't really need to be filing for bankruptcy. And one thing that I know about the Bravo fan base is that when you put something out there, we won't forget it. We won't forget it, right? And Pinky will forever be known as that broke bitch, right? Bankruptcy filing asshole. No matter how much money she gets, that's what she's gonna always be. The same way with Garcelle, right? She raised her paddle and didn't pay, and she became that broke black bitch from now on. And so, so, I just feel like that she holding on to it, girl, and we gotta let it go. We gotta let it go. We're not gonna talk. Angela, this is episode 5. This is the 5th time. This ain't even the 5th time you talked about it, but this is episode 5, and you talked about the bankruptcy in all 5 episodes, baby. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said VH1 couldn't afford insurance and K. Michelle traveling and leaking semen all over the hotels. I believe it's her first girls trip. My God. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. I appreciate it. Okay? Okay. Now, we also learned that Angela filed for bankruptcy to save one of the properties that she has from going into foreclosure. Okay. But Angela lets it be known that the $2 million that she lost was $2 million of her own money. And she don't owe nobody shit.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. That was $2 million of my own money. I don't owe nobody nothing. Okay. So then we get to talking to K. Michelle. Oh my God. Okay. We get to talking to K. Michelle. Cynthia asked K. Michelle, did she and her husband have a prenup? And K. Michelle said no. She said that she feels like even when she tries to give stuff to her husband, he won't take it. Okay? Now, that doesn't make sense because, if I'm not mistaken, y'all let me know in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, he's moving into a house that K. Michelle bought, right? Put a 3 in the chat. That man ain't never even seen the house before. He moved into a house in Atlanta that K. Michelle bought. He didn't even know what the house looked like, right? So due to the manner in which I have become accustomed to, shout out to Mama Joyce, due to the manner in which I have become accustomed to, right? It seems like the man does take something from you. And I just feel like that K. Michelle is ignorant.
You's a stupid motherfucker.
I just think that she ignorant, right? I think that she just be saying anything. A lot of her reasoning and decision making to me just don't make sense. And I also think that K. Michelle didn't have time to get that paperwork in order because she had a shotgun wedding. Right? Who has a prenup with a shotgun wedding? K. Michelle got married real quick because she wanted to get on this show and she wanted to be seen as a wife because she was so insecure about her reception from the Bravo fan base because she came from Love and Hip Hop. Okay? That's the beginning and that's the end. She hurried up and married the man. She had a shotgun wedding to make sure that she had somebody to marry to. So if they say that she don't belong over here, she could say, well, I'm a wife. I'm a wife. It still don't matter, baby, because you're not a housewife. How you a housewife and you paid for the house? How you a housewife and you paid for the house? No, ma'am. Okay? Now, I don't know how Cynthia asking her about a prenup turned into her saying that she believe all men cheat and she, her man ain't got no social media and she looking at the bright side and nobody can't contact him. You know what I'm saying? K. Michelle, I am willing to bet that nobody is throwing their pussy at your husband. Nobody is throwing their pussy at your husband. Nobody. Nobody. Okay? So they arrive in Dallas. The girls get on the Sprinter on the way to the house that they're going to be staying at. Okay? Now, oh, I got a picture of the girls on the Sprinter. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, let me see. Okay? And so Drew was asked about her date with Black. Okay? Now, nobody cares. Nobody cares, but this was shown because Drew was saying that he enjoyed himself being on the phone at Porsha's event for 3 hours and that he and K. Michelle was friends. She said that K. Michelle and him was friends. And K. Michelle said that she don't know that man. And Porsha said no. And K. Michelle in the confessional called Porsha a bimbo again. And she said that she doesn't know Black, that she knows of him. Now keep in mind, this is the second time. This is the second time that she has called Porsha a bimbo. And she said it to the confessional and not in her face. Okay? So Drew said that she confused because K. Michelle greeted him on the phone and Bravo rolled that beautiful beam footage.
Run that beautiful beam footage. Thing.
They rolled that beautiful beam footage. And she greeted him and she said, it's good to see you. And he said, it's good to see you too, my love. Baby, you don't say that to nobody that you just met before. And then Bravo rolled that beautiful beam footage again. And not only was Black in her DMs, K. Michelle was responding to messages that he sent her in her DMs. You was responding to messages that he sent you in your DMs, so you do know the man. But the truth of the matter is we don't give a damn about no Black. Okay? So they ended up going to a truck stop. And when they stopped at the truck stop, the women got some snacks and they ended up taking a restroom break. Okay? Shamina tells this story about her being in the restroom and she peed in a cup. Right? What is this thing with Black people when they get an amount of money, they feel like they have to perform ratchetry, right? So they could be still seen as down. The only time I've ever heard about somebody peeing in a cup is when they want to go get tested. Other than that, why are we peeing in cups? I heard of women squatting, but I've never heard of nobody, oh, I gotta pee. Like, I feel like that Shamia always feel like that she has to perform ratchetry so she could still be down. I don't like it, okay? So they get back in the Sprinter. Cynthia told them they were 20 minutes away from the house, baby. It took them over an hour to get into the house after she said 20 minutes, so it must have been a country green mile away, okay? So the women ended up arriving at La Casa de Fe, okay? Let me see. La Casa de Fe. They ended up arriving at La Casa de Fe, okay? And now the name of the house is called the House of Faith, okay? Now it sits on 25 acres, okay? Now they have a main house and they also have 2 guest houses, okay? The house also have staff, okay? So the main house has 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and 2 kitchens, okay? The tiny house has 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and a full kitchen. And the pool house has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and staff kitchen, okay? Meaning that if we're gonna be cooking over there in the pool house. We don't cook in the main house, okay? And so Cynthia said that she's in a great place with the ladies, okay? So she knows which rooms the ladies will thrive in, okay? Now, for me specifically, I would have wanted the tiny house, right? I actually would have preferred it. I would have asked for it, right? Let me get the tiny house. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be on my own with my own kitchen, with my own restroom. I'm good, right? That's just me, okay? But she decided to give Pinky the tiny house. She said that she has, she gives solitude energy, or like she want to be by herself, okay? Now, when it came to the pool house, she said that she thought long and hard about the women who enjoy each other's company, and these two women are basically inseparable, and she's just going to go ahead and spit it out, right? And instead of just spitting it out, she started hemming and hawing, right? Just like she did when she brought up the conversation to Phaedra about Mr. Chocolate. And she was like, well, Phaedra, Apollo said, well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. Well, we don't have to put it out there. I'm just saying, well, you know what I'm saying? Girl, spit it out, right? Now, at this moment, I didn't realize that there was a lot of pairs on the trip, right? We got freaking Fraud, we got Angela and Drew, and then we got Pity and Fool, right? Which is Shamia and Kelly. Now, ultimately, she ended up giving the pool house to Pity and Fool. Okay. Do I think that it was shade in that? No, but somebody has to sleep in the pool house, right? But I can see how it could be seen as shade because Cynthia was hemming and hawing. So you get what I'm saying? They was hemming and hawing. But it makes sense, right? Cynthia is the host of the trip. She won't be in no goddamn pool house, right? Porsha is the anchor of the show now. So she and Phaedra won't be in there. Plus they veterans, right? So they're going to be in the main house. Angela is the MVP of last season. And so she tied with Drew. So they won't be in there. So that just leaves Pity and Fool, which is Shamia and Kelly, right? And I really don't see why they surprised because they should have known.
Read the room and know your place.
Read the room and know your place. And your place is dead last, baby. Your place is dead last. Why did y'all think that anybody else was going to be in there? Why did you think that anybody else was going to be in there? Read the room and know your place. Y'all are losers. Y'all are not coming off the bench. Literally, nobody gives a fuck about y'all. Nobody. And the rest of the episode showed it. Nobody gave a damn. The show still went on. Okay? Now, the rest of the women were able to pick their rooms. None of the rooms really looked bad to me. Okay? So back at the pool house, Kelly said that her twins got beds that are bigger than the beds, the bed that was in the pool house. That's just because your twins are bigger than the bed. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, girl. You got some big girls. You know what I'm saying? You got some, you know what I'm saying? Let me not say big girl. That probably ain't politically correct. Let me think of a word. Husky. You got some husky girls. You know what I'm saying? So they, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure them girls, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay? Angela ended up coming over. Baby, that Angela girl, I love you. I love you, Angela. Baby, Angela came over there to their house, baby. Angela was over there rubbing it in, baby. Angela was over there rubbing it in, baby. She said, when she said that two people who really are really, really close, I knew she was talking about y'all. I knew she was talking about y'all because y'all are inseparable.
Attending a birthday party.
Y'all are inseparable. I say, girl. Shamia talking about, what about freaking Frag? And Kelly says, Frag is swag. And so Angela says, ooh, from your mouth, not mine. And see, that is a skilled bone collector right there, right? Because she letting it be known in case that there's any confusion, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. So if the fake bone collector, the lying ass Shamina, get to saying, well, Angela, you said freaking Fraud is whack. You know what I'm saying? I can say no, baby, because I remember replying. It was from your mouth, not mine, right? And did you hear Shamia turn her head and she said, not mine. It didn't come from my mouth. Right? Because she know Porsha is her good. They could be a good Judy, baby. She know that Porsha will. She know Porsha get dead on that ass. Okay? Now Kelly says it doesn't matter who is freaking frack. They both whack and they both should be in a pool house. Okay. And she said that Porsha had a man sitting at the head of her table, of her ex-husband's head of the table at her ex-husband's house, and Phaedra is just trying to be with her whack friend. Kelly, I gotta say this, baby, you got a lot of mouth in the confessional. You got a lot of mouth in the confessional, girl. And I feel like Kelly is just hating. I feel like Kelly is just hating. Because even though you were married to your ex-husband longer than Porsha was married to Simon, right? He didn't even leave you a house.
Touche.
He didn't even leave you in the house. He didn't even leave you in the house, baby. That nigga left you with scars, some death, and some sick-ass babies.
Oh, my God.
Baby, girl, please. I can't take it. He left you with scars, in debt, and he left you with some sick babies. You got a lot of mouth in the confession, girl, and your mouth needs to be zipped shut. Your mouth needs to be zipped. How you hating from outside the club? How you hating? Okay? Kelly said that she definitely gonna talk her shit. You get what I'm saying? She gotta sleep in Shasha's bed. But my whole thing with you, baby, I thought that would be an upgrade from you because you would sleep in the closet. When you sleep in the closets? I thought that you would sleep in the closet. That's an upgrade for you, baby. Let me upgrade you, okay? Kelly said that they know that Angela's gonna run back and tell them what was said, which is why your good girlfriend let it be known, baby, that Kelly speaks for herself. Kelly speaks for herself. Kelly speaks for herself. Okay, so it's almost time for dinner. Shamina ended up calling. Oh, Dina say, with all due respect, Porsha left her with a lot of debt. But baby, at least she got a home to be in, though. Kelly ain't got that. Kelly over there in the townhouse. Okay, it's almost time for dinner. Shamia ended up calling Gerald, said that the house was dirty. Gerald just laughed and told her, "Can I call you back, baby? There's no love in this marriage. This was an arrangement. There's no love in this marriage." For now, but Kelly didn't even get the for now, and she was married to him way longer. She was married to him way longer. Okay? Now, I don't think that the house was dirty, right? I feel like there was a couple of missteps when they cleaned up, right? And I'm not saying that it's okay. But the house literally had style, right? And so if they were so worried about the house not being clean, they could have contacted them and let them know if they really wanted to, okay? If they really wanted to, okay? So then we get dinner. We at dinner, and Pinky shared with the ladies. Where Pinky at? Oh, yes, come here, baby. Come here. Okay, Pinky shared with the ladies that, someone didn't clean the pool house, and Pitta and Fool didn't change their clothes, so they're not coming to dinner. And not only that, K. Michelle is skipping dinner because she didn't get her makeup done. K. Michelle is skipping dinner because she didn't get her makeup done. What? Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said Kelly used to sleep in the closet, so I don't know what her problem is. That's what I'm thinking. I thought it was an upgrade. Right? White House and Prince, their hands work too. So y'all not coming to dinner. Let's first start with K. Michelle. K. Michelle. Y'all mean to tell me that K. Michelle is not okay? So K. Michelle was at the Country Music Honor Awards. Her BBL popped, leaked all over the couch, and they literally had to blow dry her, and she still went out there and performed, right? She flew to Atlanta to have a 2-hour surgery on the botched BBL, right? Got dressed and went and sat in a nail spot just to film for the show. But she's uncomfortable coming to dinner because her makeup isn't done? Your BBL is popping all over the world. Everywhere you go, we dripping. Came through dripping, drip, drip. Came through dripping, drip, drip. Came through dripping, right? Everywhere we go, you dripping. But you draw the line and your makeup not done. girl, your glam not showing up is your fault, not Cynthia's. Your glam not showing up is your fault, not Cynthia's. Furthermore, I remember somebody told me a long time ago, I think I told y'all this before. Somebody told me, don't ever depend on no one else to get you to 100%. Meaning that if push comes to shove and you need a haircut, you need to be able to get your ass in there with them clippers, you get what I'm saying, and get your hair together, right? But for whatever reason, and I took that to heart, right? So for whatever reason, I'm not able to make my haircut appointment and push comes to shove, I could get in there and get, you know what I'm saying, get my haircut. Now, does it save me time just going to go get it cut? Yes. But if the push comes to shove, I can make some shit happen. For women, if push comes to shove or whatever, and you can't make your hair appointment, at the very least, you should be able to go in there and do your own hair. I don't care if you got to put rollers in your head. I don't know what you got. You get what I'm saying? You should be able to go in there and do something with your hair. At least be able to curl up a wig, right? K. Michelle should have been able to take her ass in that restroom and at the very least give herself a light beat. At the very least, she should have been able to go in there and give herself a light beat. I don't care if it was mascara, some lip gloss, an eyebrow pencil around the lip. She probably had to put a little fake Marilyn Monroe on the side, but she should have been able to do something to where she should have been able to come to dinner presentable. And again, y'all, never depend on no one else to get you to your 100%. Message. Okay? Now, over here to Pity and Full, Kelly and Shamia. I think they mad just because they in the pool house. I think they didn't come to dinner because they was in the pool house. Well, there's some stains here and there, right? Yeah. But it wasn't so bad where the rooms was uninhabitable. You get what I'm saying? And Pinky keep on saying the room was disgusting. It was a good girl stop, right? If they wanted to show up to dinner, they could have called staff. They could have made Cynthia aware of their accommodations, that their accommodations weren't up to par. They could have made do in another restroom in the main house, right? I'm sure the women wouldn't have minded, or they could have cleaned it themselves. They wanted to sabotage the trip because they got mad that they was reduced to the pool house. And I think that it was immature and childish because somebody had to sleep into the pool house. Somebody was going into the pool house. Somebody was going to have to get the room. But to act like y'all is just so upset and y'all are going on strike and not coming to dinner, bitch, please. Bitch, please. Y'all not even fab like that.
You not fab like that to be doing all of that.
You're not fab like that to be doing all of that. And y'all definitely couldn't have thought that y'all was going to stop no show. Because the only reason why y'all was still being filmed is because the crew was on location. Because if y'all was in Atlanta, y'all would have been left behind. Y'all would have been left behind. And if you ask me, I think them hoes went in there and fucked up the room.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
I think they went in there and messed up the room. I don't care what y'all say. I believe that they went in there and messed up the room because they was upset that they didn't want to be up in there. I really do believe that. Y'all don't have to follow me, but that's what I believe. I believe that. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. He said Kay was not down for a beatless brunch lunch meal. This isn't Kim Fields. I believe they messed up the room on purpose. I do. I don't care. Good boy, they can mess up that sink that quick. Good boy, they can. They can. All they got, baby. Let me tell you something. YDK, all they had to do was take the mascara, take the thing of mascara, the eyebrow brush for the mascara. All they had to do was take that off of there and put it under the water, and the sink would have been fucked up. And the sink would have been fucked up. I believe they did it on purpose. Okay. Cynthia was made aware that they rooms was messed up 20 minutes before dinner, and she apologized. So they was not trying to get there. They wasn't trying to come. That was intentional, okay? Now, Pinky decided to give Kelly and Shamia her room, and she's going to room with Cynthia or K. Michelle, okay? Now, K. Michelle ended up over there with Kelly and Shamia, okay? And I'm telling you, this was planned, and it was to sabotage the crew. I mean, the trip. because they are a crew. They are a clique, a weak-ass clique, but it's still a clique, right? I believe that Shamea made a pact with them to have an alliance like she tried to do last year. And since things didn't end up going their way, they tried to sabotage the trip. And make no mistake, Pinky is in with them. Pinky is in with them. Okay? And K. Michelle is over here talking about glam is important to her. When she step out, she want to look great. Great with a leaky booty? You look great with a leaky booty? Okay? So they over here talking and whatever. Kelly says that her ex doesn't want the kids to film. And I think that is fucked up, right? Sometimes we know that when you can't show your whole life on the show, or sometimes you can't show your kids, you are reduced to a friend of the show. We saw her Sutton on Beverly Hills, her first season. Remember, she couldn't show her kids and she was a friend of. And so friend of comes with less money, right? And so it stops your money. However, Kelly, what did you think was going to happen when he signed out for your kids to film the first season, right? And then you get on the show and drag him. You should have expected that. From what you say about the man, you should know who he is and you should have expected that. And I'm not saying that you was wrong, but I'm just saying fight smarter. Fight smarter. If the man signed off on the kids to be on the show last year, why did you think that you get on the show and trashing him this year? You get what I'm saying? Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. You know what I'm saying? And anybody saying, what I'm saying is you got to know how to fight. You got to know how to fight. It wasn't worth it because now you still get your full-time check, right? But now your girls and stuff can't film. So it's going to be a very sorry part of your story. You got to learn how to fight. It wasn't worth it in the long run for you, in my opinion. It wasn't worth it because you might be gone next season, okay? So she said that she hit rock bottom. Her room is rock bottom. Her life is rock bottom. And her titties are rock bottom. Okay? Now, Pinky is over here at the main house. They having dinner, okay? And she's the spokesperson for the losers, okay? And so she asked Cynthia, was there any intention with the room arrangement? You get what I'm saying? My thing is, if the room was quote unquote dirty, and that is the reason they're not showing up, why are we still on the room assignments or the room arrangements? Why are we still on the room arrangements or the room assignments? Right? And my thing is, Pinky has a lot of aggression in her tone. To be honest, she really has a lot of aggression in her tone. And Cynthia said, when I saw the room, I initially thought of Kelly and Shamea. Right? When I saw the room, I initially thought of Kelly and Shamea. Right? And that's right. They are less than. They are losers. They are afterthoughts. They are not main characters. They not. Right? And so Cynthia said, to be honest, when I talked to Kelly and Shamea and we FaceTime, they didn't have none of the energy that you're giving me. Right? And so Angela peeped it, right? And so Angela said, when I went over there, they was uncertain why they got the room. She said, when I went over there, the girls seemed to be uncertain on why they got the room. And Kelly said that freaking Frank is whack and they are best friends and they should have been over there, right? And so Pinky said that Kelly and Shamea felt like it was a dig. Baby, it wasn't a dig. It wasn't a dig. Y'all not coming off the bench. Y'all not coming off the bench.
Learn your place, earn your spot.
Learn your place, earn your spot. You're not coming off the bench, baby. When you have a good season, maybe we'll think, if you ever become main character, maybe we'll put you in the big house. Maybe we'll put you in the big house. But to the pool house now you go. To the pool house now you go. Okay? And so Angela asked Pinky, do you feel like it was intentional? Because you're bringing a sense of hostility, like she did it on purpose. And it feels like you're attacking Cynthia and attacking us. And so Pinky said, look, I'm not attacking Cynthia. I love Cynthia. See, Cynthia ain't really on it like that, right? She kind of called it, but I answered my thing is the girl already answered the question to you one time. You're not about to keep on over here. You're not about to grill me and keep on questioning me about why they got the room to what they got. You get what I'm saying? So all the women at the table in there are expressing gratitude to Cynthia for the trip and accommodations because Pinky is doing a lot and making it seem like that Cynthia did something wrong. And again, it's Cynthia. And I feel like that Pinky was trying to buck the system. And Angela called it, and Porsha picked up on it, right? And so Porsha said that she feels like Pinky makes a point and hammers it in some, right? Like she doing with the bankruptcy, right? I don't need to file, but I can wipe my ass for 89,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to hammer it in. I'm filing bankruptcy. I don't really need to. I'm filing bankruptcy. I don't really need to. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't need to file bankruptcy, baby, you wouldn't have done it. If you didn't need to file bankruptcy, baby, you wouldn't have done it. You need to. Okay? And speaking of K. Michelle real quick, she said earlier, if she would have gotten a room outside of the main house, she would have went to the nearest hotel. But bitch, you can't even afford your glam squad to show up. You can't even afford your glam squad to show up, nor could you hire another glam squad to come and do a quick beat for you, girl. You in Dallas, Texas. You in Dallas, Texas. They got makeup artists in Dallas, Texas. I could see if you was in Pine Bluff or Texas. You know what I'm saying? I could see if you was somewhere that a country town. You in Dallas, Texas. That's what JFK got killed. You are in Dallas, Texas, baby. And in the words of the little Hobbit, if you're gonna show, when you say that you that girl, I expect for you to show up as that girl. And K. Michelle, mama, the fact that you didn't go to dinner because you didn't have glam is giving me that you're not really that girl. You didn't go because you didn't even have glam? Baby, Garcelle even had Robert. Garcelle even had Robert. Put a 6 in the chat if you remember Robert. Garcelle even had Robert, baby. No, ma'am. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You ain't no diva. Girl, Beyonce would never. Beyonce would never. Okay? So, Porsha. Where we at? Okay? Garcelle still catching. I'm not, it's not a stray. That is the plus. That's the plus. Garcelle even had Robert. Garcelle even had Robert. That's not a stray, baby. That's a fact. Look at the 6s. Give it up. I will give it up. I give it up when it's due. Okay? Now, Porsha was asked, did she talk to Kelly? She said that she felt like the last time she extended flowers to her event, she took it as a negative gesture. And so Pinky said, you said that she slept with a married man. Is that because she said something to you? Porsha said, that's because I knew that or whatever. See, Porsha, that whatever lets me know that you on some bullshit and you lying.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
I'm sorry, baby. I gotta be honest about it, baby. I gotta be honest about Sharpie. You jumped out of that, baby. Boys finally saying Garcelle is that girl. I'm not saying she that girl. What's good, Rosie Posey? I'm not saying she that girl. I just said that I said she at least had Robert. At least had Robert. And baby, if you see Robert, baby, I don't think that he know how to do it. You okay? Yeah. I don't like Kelly, but I'm going to call it straight, right? I'm not gonna lie on nobody. I'm not gonna lie on nobody. I don't think that Porsha is telling the truth when it comes to Kelly sleeping with no married man. I mean, who'll fuck her? Who'll fuck her? Shit, we seen her hood. Okay? And so, what's her name? Pinky told Porsha, well, I mean, well, 2 wrongs don't make it right. Whoa. Girl, who the fuck you supposed to be? Who the fuck you supposed to be? Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger? What movie I get that from? Tell me in the chat. Who the fuck you supposed to be? You're not gonna sit up here and chastise me about nothing. I wouldn't give a fuck what I said about the bitch. You're not about to come over here and check me on it. You're not about to come over here and check me on it. The fuck you know you can't even pay your fucking bill. Bankruptcy filing asshole. Girl, who? Girl, see, Porsha know who to get with and who not to get with, girl. Okay? Porsha said that she said the same exact thing that she said to her, except for what what Kelly said about Porsha wasn't true. Girl. Okay? And so Angela said in the confessional, she said, I'm just trying to figure out between Kelly and Porsha, what's the appeal of wanting to fuck somebody's husband. And it's to throw their dick in your face. It's to throw their dick in your face. And it's a very immature mindset, right? To be wanting to fuck somebody's husband. Because just because you fuck somebody's husband don't mean nothing, right? Married men fuck with bitches and niggas every day, boo. I mean, B. Married niggas fuck with niggas and bitches every day, B. Right? But I gotta say, not too many men end up leaving their wives and marrying the other woman. Right? And so if we're gonna tell the story, we gotta tell it right. If we're gonna tell the story, we gotta tell it right. What's good, Tress Love? Set up. You got it. You got it. We gotta tell the truth. Porsha didn't just fuck the married man. She didn't just fuck a married man, baby. She took that married man. She took that married man. And that married man, baby, took her all around the world, all around Africa, and told everybody that he wanted to take that woman to be his wife, baby, and said, I do. So let's not tell half of the story, baby. She told the real story. We got to tell the whole story. Porsha didn't fuck no, baby, I took that woman's husband. I took that woman's husband. She just fucked the man. She was just a one-night stand. Over there fucking a nigga talking about me and Dennis, baby, but that man married me and said, I do to me. Okay? Porsha said that she wanted to move forward, but there's other stuff. Hold on, y'all. I'm thirsty. Wait a minute. Porsha said that she wanted to move forward, and there's other stuff. What am I at? That needs to be talked about, right? And they was like, well, like what? And they was like Pinky and Phaedra. Okay? Like Pinky and Phaedra. Are y'all good? And so Drew ended up missing the event. She was absent. And so they had filled her in that, you know, there was a rumor going around that Phaedra said that Pinky eat meat. And Phaedra in the confessional, she said, you worried about me saying that you eat meat when it's national news that you didn't pay your rent. Phaedra, you giving Kelly, baby. You giving Kelly. You giving Kelly. Because all this talk that you got about her rent and her bankruptcies in the confessional, you never not one time said it to her face. You never not one time said it to her face. And the same thing that go to you, the same thing that go for Kelly, go for you.
Only weak bitches do that.
Only weak bitches do that. Because this is the second or third time she has said something about you saying that she eat meat. And every time you talk about her eat meat in the confessional, you talk about her bankruptcies. And even when this is her shit, at least fifth time talking about bankruptcies, and not at any point did you give her any, show her that you had, or that you expressed dissatisfaction with her filing bankruptcy. So you giving punk puss. You giving punk puss. And my thing is, it's not warranted, because if they didn't show the receipts, I would have bet my last dollar and been bankrupt like her. And been bankrupt like Pinky, that you said it by just the way that you acted in the confessional. And it's giving confessional gangster, and it's giving punk puss, and it's just not warranted. It's just not warranted. I just don't think that it's warranted, in my opinion. I just don't think that it's warranted, okay? Phaedra says that she's cool with Shamia, but she would never get that casual with her.
You are a big ass liar!
You are a big ass liar. You are a big ass liar. Because Bravo wrote that beautiful bean footage.
Run that beautiful
Run that
footage.
thing.
You were casual with her in that beautiful bean footage. You was casual with her in that beautiful bean. Put a 9 in the chat if you agree. You was definitely casual with her in that beautiful bean footage. You just did not say that the girl eat meat. You said that she served meat, but you was definitely casual, and it was definitely given you was kikiing with your good girlfriend. You was definitely over there kikiing with your good girlfriend. Right, real casual on that phone call, real casual. So you are casual with her, baby. You just didn't say that she ate meat. Okay? Pinky said that the first time that she heard it, it was a joke. But when they kept saying it, she said, wait, she could be messing up my money and my business. So now Pinky, girl. So now Pinky wants us to believe that she's filing for bankruptcy because it's a rumor going around that she eat meat.
I made the choice.
Sure, it's gonna mess up your money. So I can guarantee you, years from now, she's gonna be like, "Oh, because they said I ate meat, I had to file." Girl, please, girl, You got every excuse under the sun why you filing for bankruptcy. It's a different excuse every time you talk about it. It's messing up my money. It could mess up my money and my business. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay? My thing with Pinky is you have to feel like a fool because you got played by the wackest bitch on the show, which is Kelly. Because not only did she say that she ate me, she said that she saw you eating a steak. Not only did she say you eat meat, she said that she saw you, she eyed you eating a steak. She saw you eating a steak, baby. Okay? K. Michelle talked about her country album. She said that the album is complete. And as long as life is lifing, she's going to be writing. And she got some songs to add. Okay? I feel like this is foreshadowing about a song about the ladies in the group. Specifically, probably a song about the bimbo in the group. Okay? That's what I feel. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. Okay? Cynthia ended up coming over there to them. Okay? Cynthia ended up coming over there to them, and she told them that the people was working on the room. And she said, is there anything, if that was the only thing, right, that the room was messed up, because Pinky said that y'all were upset. And so they said, yeah, that was the only thing. But no, baby, it was some more things that need to be said. And y'all need to say what y'all want to say. Say what y'all got to say.
You should have said when you had the time to say it, Nene. You had the floor.
You got the floor. She came over here and asking, baby, this girl is over here, wheezing and huffing all at the chest and stuff. You know what I'm saying? About y'all being upset about the room being dirty. But she over here charging me up about accommodations. I mean, about just y'all being over here, period. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay? So then we get back over here, baby. Baby, this is when the shit gets started, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? This is when the shit gets started. Okay, so Pinky said it's giving the house divided. Big girl, it's the house divided. It's the house divided, okay? And so Pinky said, I don't have problems with nobody over here and nobody over there. And so Angela got this look on her face. And Porsha says, what you looking at, Angela? And Angela says, girl, you sitting on ready. And it's not that type of time. And she said, I'm not making it that type of time. And Angela said, girl, you are bothered. You come across as bothered. And Pinky said, not by you. Absolutely not by you at all. Yeah, and all of that at all? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All of that, girl, that'll get you fucked up. Girl, because what you trying to say? What you trying to say? Thank you for the super chat, Cameron. He said, good boy, Angela deserves center peach forever after this. Give it up. Give it up. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay? And so Pinky is going on to say, you know what I'm saying? That's a joke. Why would I be bothered about you? You don't pose a threat to me. And so Angela said, I wasn't trying to be a threat, but you do come across as bothered. And Pinky is coming across as bothered as if she was the one that was in the pool house with the dirty room, or as if Porsha said that she was sleeping with Mary Me. Okay? And so Pinky said, ma'am, there is nothing on you from head to toe that I'm bothered by. And so Pinky drew first blood. Pinky drew first blood. Okay? And Angela said, that's the insecurity screaming. And so Pinky said, insecure about what? And Angela said, you're looking at the physical. We can go dollar for dollar. We can go whatever because you're giving bothered. And by the way that you took it answers my question, because it wasn't about me, but you made it about me. Facts. All facts. And so Pinky said, bitch, these heels are high as hell. And everybody was like, bitch, bitch, bitch. Did she just say bitch? Bitch, right? And Pinky said it's a term of endearment. No, it is not. No, it is not. It can be used as a term of endearment, but it's not. Baby, there is a difference between, saying bitch as a term of endearment and the bitch, the dry bitch that Pinky called Angela. That was a dry bitch that Pinky called Angela, right? I can give you an example. On Mother's Day, what season was it? Season 4, when Phaedra was pregnant, her first season. That was season 3, right? On Mother's Day, when Sheree said about Phaedra, she said, bitch, you don't know when you got locked up? That was a term of endearment. Bitch, you don't know when you got locked up? That was a term of endearment, okay? You remember when Dorit was talking to Bowles last year and she said this?
So how do I get...
Bitch.
That's the term of endearment. That's the term of endearment. This right here, Wendy Osefo.
Bitch, what?
That is a term of endearment, right? The Pinky that Angela called, and the Pinky that, the bitch that Pinky called Angela was a dry bitch. That was a dry bitch. When I say dry bitch, I mean a fight come behind that bitch. There's disdain behind that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That is a nasty bitch that she called her. There is a difference. That was a dry bitch. We call that a dry. Where I'm from, we call that a dry bitch. Right? You can call me a bitch, but don't call me another dry bitch. That's what you'll hear people say from around my way. Call me another dry bitch if you want to. Call me another dry bitch if you want to. Right? And so Pinky said, I am a bad bitch. And Angela said, a bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills. And she said, girl, you could never touch the money that I ever touched in my lifetime. She said, girl, I could throw a rock and hit 10 people that you owe. I said, bitch. And Angela gave me that. Baby, Angela got that from Charles, baby. That sounds like some old country shit that Charles them say in the country somewhere. Bitch, I could throw a rock and hit 10 people that you owe. Baby. When I tell you I almost fell when she got that girl, okay? And so she say multi-million-dollar business. She say multi-million-dollar bills. I say, oh my God, okay? She said, I have a lot of money. My husband is paid. Baby, that is monopoly money, baby. That is monopoly money. That is fool's gold. That is fool's gold. That nigga said, I'm gonna give you $5 million for you not to file bankruptcy.
You know you filed bankruptcy, girl.
You know you filed bankruptcy, girl. Young nigga ain't paid if you over here filing bankruptcy, child. I don't want to do you like that, because if he even had the $5 million to give you, that probably was the only $5 million that he had. That's why you didn't want to take it. You telling too much of your business. You telling too much of your business, okay? So Angela said, I never canceled Christmas for my employees. She said, what are you talking about? She said, you owe your employees, baby. She said, I don't owe anyone. She said, you sure about that? You sure about that? And so she told Angela, I owe you some veneers. She said, girl, the way your teeth are over there co-mingling with those incestuous teeth you got, don't do that. Don't do me. Okay? And so Pinky got up and said, you can kiss my ass. And when you tell somebody to kiss your ass and you actually get out your seat and stand up, you got to have a shake. You got to have a shake.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
You got to get, baby, to invite somebody to your ass, you got to have a shape to do that. And Pinky got up with her bad built bell pepper ass shape. Girl.
Sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down, girl. Sit down. With your bad built ass, okay? And so Angela said, baby, you're not my type. And she said, you definitely not my type with your sweaty ass, okay? Now let's take a break. Let's take a break real quick. Let Angela get jumping on her ass real quick, okay? In the midst of the argument, Kelly, Shamina, and K. Michelle are out they ended up showing up to dinner. And see, this is what makes these girls so whack, and it shows their sabotage, right? Because if you wasn't going to come to dinner because your room wasn't clean and you couldn't take a shower and your makeup wasn't done, then you don't come to dinner for nothing. You don't come to dinner for nothing. You're supposed to stand on business. You're supposed to stand on business. But these girls came over there because they were arguing. That's how I know that y'all not them girls. That's whack. We'll see it when everybody else see it. Or y'all will tell me about it tomorrow, right? This shows the sabotage, baby, because this means that y'all could have been there the whole time. Y'all could have been there the whole time, baby. Y'all whack. Y'all whack. Okay? So let's get back to the ass whooping. Pinky said, let me tell you why you a hating ass bitch. Because you seem so empathetic, but this is why I don't hang with females. And as she's saying it, her voice is breaking up. Her voice is breaking up. See, I told you, she built that business and that was a highlight of her life, right? She built a business. She thought that she came into some money. She ended up buying Derek. She ended up having kids, right? And she doesn't want to have this fall from grace that you know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to have this fall from grace, so she breaking up in her voice, right? And so Pinky got up to leave. And so Angela said, you gonna go? Angela said, you gonna go?
You better get the running, bitch.
You better get the running, bitch. You better get the running, bitch. She said, you not finished? You not finished telling us about your business? And so Pinky said, back down. Pinky said, back down. All right? And so Pinky said, I thought that I liked you, but I don't like you because you sat in my face and you said something about me going through what I'm going through with my business, right? You said something about me going through what I'm going through with my business. You mean bankruptcy? You mean bankruptcy? Why can't you say it? Say it. You mean bankruptcy? She's so hurt she can't even say bankruptcy. What I'm going through with my business. You mean bankruptcy, bitch? That you filed for bankruptcy? And the gag is Angela didn't even say the word bankruptcy. Angela didn't even say the word bankruptcy, and she's so pressed about it that she can't even say the word. What I'm going through with my business. You mean filing for bankruptcy? Girl. This girl can't even say the word what I'm going through with my business. Girl, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. And you should have said bankruptcy. Come on, say it, baby. Say it with me. Bankruptcy. Okay? And so Angela said, you think I give a fucking Pinky? Said, you don't. You don't. Over there crying. You don't give a fuck. And so she said, your husband don't even like you. And she said, girl, we don't have a live-in wife in the basement. We don't have a live-in wife in the basement.
Don't you guys, I said it. I
said it. I said it. Didn't I tell y'all this was Candy and Todd 2.0? Didn't I tell y'all this was Candy and Todd 2.0? I need to see a 2.0 in the chat or I'm gone. I need to see some 2.0s in the chat or I'm gone. Especially I haven't seen Gigi here today. Gigi, I need to see the 2.0s in the chat. Because I told y'all this was Candy and Todd 2.0. And y'all told me no. Y'all told me no. I need to see some 2.0s in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Fill me up. Hype me up. Let me see the 2.0s. Let me see the 2.0s. I know a lavender marriage when I see one. Gigi, where's the 2.0, baby? Gigi is here? Thank you, Esma, for letting me know. Gigi, I need to see a 2.0. Okay. Where they at? Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He say Angela can lie about Pinky having a wife in the basement without proof, but Porsha can't say her truth about Kelly slept with the married man. Hypocrisy. We'll talk about it. How do we know she lying? What is Gigi? I seen the picture. Nope. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. No, I'm playing. How do we know she lying, baby, Jerry? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, okay? And so Kelly said, he said he ain't going to say it. He said he ain't going to say it, Dina. He said he ain't going to say it. Who got a lavender? To me, they both look like punks. They look like punks and bulldaggers, if you ask me, both of them. Man, we know. She say, we know you a bad bitch. Who the fuck is we? Who the fuck is we? And Pinky looked like a bitch with a battery pack under her clothes. Who y'all think eat pussy better, her or Candy? Yeah. Come on, okay? So Kelly said Angela probably got people in her basement too that she don't know about. Kelly, let me ask you a question, Kelly. Do you have a basement in your apartment? Do you have a basement in your apartment? Let me know. You got a lot of mouths. Kelly, you got a lot of mouths, baby. Do you have a basement in your apartment? My thing is, you don't even need to, unless you got a basement in your apartment, you don't need to even be talking about nobody nowhere. You don't even, girl, I can't with you, girl. I can't with you, girl. You be killing me, girl. Okay? So, Pinky said, you know, she feeling defeat. Hold on, let me pull up a picture of her bad built ass. She feeling defeat. She over there crying, baby. Look at her over here crying. Look at her over here crying. She said, what you won't do is disrespect me. And Angela said, and you won't disrespect me either. She said, so we're going to be two broke bitches over here sitting in the tree. And Angela said, with millions in assets. And she said, millions in assets, bitch. And those bitches that she are calling Angela are really, really hit. She ready to fight because she getting ate up. So she ready to fight, okay? So Pinky said, you must be assessed. You know everything about me. So it is bitches in the basement. So it is bitches in the basement. Mary Jane's baby say Pinky is not bad, Bill. Oh, baby. I mean, what do you call it? What do you call it? That's bad, Bill, baby. Bell pepper. Baby, that's bad, Bill. Mary Jane's baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's bad, Bill, boo. It's bad, Bill, boo. Sorry. Okay. But she didn't deny that it was bitches in the basement. And so she said, girl, you must be obsessed with me. You get what I'm saying? What color is my pussy? You all up in my shit. And so Angela said, girl, I would never. You're not that attractive. And she said, take off them lashes, take off that wig, and take that lip off. So I can be built like you? So I can look like you? Angela said, I'll still get the same man. She said, no, you won't. You're going to look like a boy, Damon. Baby, but you look like a man, Pinky. Let's stop, mama. Let's stop. Let's stop. Pair with a tennis ball. Right. Yeah, it's a pear shape, baby. It's a bell pepper pear shape with a tennis ball, baby. A dirty, dingy tennis ball head could never dry. Dirty, dry tennis ball head could never. Okay? And so Pinky threw in a towel. Pinky threw in a towel, and Pinky said, I don't want to argue with you, Angela. Girl, I would have never said that, girl. I would have never said that, baby. We would have been up there. Baby, before I said that, we would have been dragging kids in it and everything, baby. Before I sat at that table and said that, she threw in a towel. She threw in a towel, okay? And so we got with this fight, because the people, okay. So in this back and forth, we got Pinky getting up to leave. It got so hot for her, baby. She got up to leave.
You got out your goddamn seat.
You got out your goddamn seat. She got up to leave. And Angela stopped her from getting up to leave. Then she got choked up when Angela told her that she can throw a rock and hit 10 people that she owed. She got choked up about it. Got choked up about it. He said, you don't care about me. You don't care. And I'm saying this to say, it was a late queen on Watch What Happens Live last night. And Andy asked him, as soon as Watch What Happens Live came on last night, what did he think about Pinky and Angela? And he said that Pinky shut Angela down. Bitch, where? Bitch, where? Where did she shut her down at? Where? And this is what irks my nerves when y'all be trying to give people passes and stuff to the cookout. Y'all be trying to give people passes stuff to the cookout. It's not just enough to watch and observe, right? You have to actually understand. And most of the time, they don't. They just want to show up and be entertained, but they don't comprehend what's going on. They don't comprehend what's going on. Because, baby, Pinky admitted defeat her. I don't want to fight with you, Angela. I don't want to argue with you, Angela. Pinky got ate up. Pinky got up to leave. Pinky damn near crying at the table. When did she shut Angela down? At no point. At no point. Okay? And so Pinky said, look, I don't want to argue with you. And Angela said, you know, your tone. I'm not saying that you're bothered by me, but your tone came out very aggressive. Okay? And so Phaedra said, you know, it was not on my bucket list to be part of the war awards with Pinky and Angela, but I loved it. They are the same people. They're both in a lot of debt. Okay? Phaedra, what we not gonna do is have you coming around here being a confessional gangster all season.
We're not gonna do that. We're definitely not gonna do that.
We're not about to do that. All season? You got a lot of stuff to say in the confessional, baby, but you never have that energy for the girls in person. You never talked about this girl debt that she got to her face in person. You never done it. And do you really want to open up that door with the fraud that Apollo was around here committing? Because I remember Apollo told you specifically, when I get out, you better have my stuff. When I get out, you better have my stuff. Do you really want to go there? Do you really want to go there? Okay? Now, I don't know if y'all caught this. I don't know if y'all caught this, okay? Because meanwhile, Kelly and Shamia, they had ended up sitting down. Kelly and Shamia ended up sitting down. Okay? And so Drew tells K. Michelle to sit down. And she said, no, I sat wrong.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Did y'all clock that T? So my question to K. Michelle is, was it not that your glam squad show up and the BBL busted again? Why did you not sit down? What do you mean you sat down wrong? What do you mean you sat down wrong? Did the BBL bust again? Came through dripping, drip, drip. Came through dripping, drip, drip. Came through dripping. They found my ass, stay dripping. Ice, silicone. You sat down wrong. I think the BBL busted again and you trying to blame it on the girl. Ain't no way that you gonna tell me that you didn't come down there to eat because your makeup wasn't done. Ain't no way you gonna tell me that you didn't come down there to eat and you didn't come down there because your makeup wasn't done. I believe that BBL busted again, that botched ass busted again. Okay? So K. Michelle and her flunkies, they ended up leaving. And Porsha tells Angela, girl, y'all take it to the pits of hell. And Angela says, baby, if we're going to hell, I'm jumping on your back. Because I want to go too. If we're going to hell, I'm jumping on your back. Because I want to go too. And make it a ticket for two. Baby, and that was the episode. That was the episode. Baby, when I tell you that Angela carried last night, baby, Angela did the thing last night. Angela did her thing last night. Salute! Salute! I believe her ass was aching, but why would she sit her, but Shayna, why would she sit her bad built ass, why would she sit her botched BBL over there at the pool? And how the infection and this shit dropping in the pool. No. You are slipping around and K. Michelle is clearly going through something, child. Effortlessly. Right. 6 of 10 to Pinky and Angela saved it. Give it up, right? Yeah, we gotta give it up. Hold on, where's that? Give it up. Give it up.
Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
The what she did to baby, when I tell you she had the girl ready to run. The girl admitted defeat. The girl said, I don't want to argue with you. The girl was damn near crying and said, what's good, Naomi? And the girl was damn near crying. The girl was damn near crying and said, you don't care about my bankruptcy. You don't care about my bankruptcy. You a vile bitch. You vile. The bitches like you vile. Girl, you started with me. You started with me talking about me from head to toe. You started from me to head to toe. And I didn't even want to talk about you head to toe, baby. I didn't want to go into head to toe, baby. I just want to go into your purse. I just want to go in your purse, baby. I just want to go to your purse. Thank you for the super chat, Chantel B. She said Angela is going for the MVP 2 seasons in a row. Salute. Salute the real bitches. Salute. I just want to go in your purse, baby. We didn't even have to do all of that. We didn't even have to do all of that. Girl, you on the wrong team. You on the wrong team. And did you see the look of disgust that Porsha had when the girl got up to show her butt? Are you inviting somebody to that? You inviting somebody to that? I'm willing to bet that Derek don't want it. Child, please. Child, please. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry I. He said Angela lied about Junebug last year and Pinky's wife in the dungeon this year. I'm not impressed by Big Bird. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry I love it though. Thank you, baby. He said she lied about, I don't think that she lied. I think that she was told some stale tea. And about Pinky's wife this year. Pinky didn't deny it this year either, Jerry I. Jerry I, you want everybody to be a liar like Porsha. You want everybody to be a liar like Porsha, baby. Baby Angela told Pinky, get over here! And ate her up. Get over here. Ate her up. Ate her up. The girl was literally getting ready to cry. The girl was literally getting ready to cry. You don't care about me. You started it, baby. You started it. And nobody jumped in. Nobody jumped in. Nobody stopped it. Baby, when that girl said, girl, I could throw a rock and hit 10 people that you up, baby, Cynthia had to glue her motherfucking wig down. Cynthia say, bitch. Girl, I could throw a rock and hit 10 people that you owe. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta use that one, baby. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry I. Kelly didn't deny sleeping with a married man. Yes, she did, baby. She said, I never slept with a married man. And Porsha said, you absolutely did. Jerry, I don't rewrite history, baby. So listen, we're going to tell the truth over here. Okay? She did deny it. She did deny it. Okay? But Pinky, I still like you. I still like you, but you're on the wrong team. I saw her over there. She did an interview with, I don't even know their name. I don't want to disrespect them. You know when they go to Angela Yee, they go do another podcast. I can't think of the name, but she said it was actually, she know now that it was Kelly that said it. It was Kelly. Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. She got to even talking about your husband even like you. Do your husband like you? Do your husband like you? Your husband is paid, but you still filed for bankruptcy, mama. Oh, Pinky. Oh, Pinky. Okay? But y'all, with the two white dudes, yeah, she said it was the Hobbit. It was the Hobbit. Mr. Clean Papa Smurf, she did call him Mr. Clean and Papa Smurf. Wanted her to take off the wig and stuff. Girl, the real reality, yes. Did you see what Kelly told Porsha next week on the bus? She called her hot Cheetos pussy, Lord. I kind of saw, I seen the preview, but I knew, let me tell you, I saw the preview, but I knew, before I go, let me say this real quick. I kind of knew that Shamia was going to get into it with Cynthia this season based off episode 1, because when Cynthia had asked her about Drew, Shamia, see, you got to watch weak bitches like Shamia, right? She has a certain type of energy for certain people that she's seen is weak then, and she kind of bossed up on Cynthia a little bit when Cynthia just asked her a question. So I knew that when Cynthia said that she got into it with somebody, I was like, I bet you she got into it with Shamia. I bet you she got into it with Shamia, because Shamia won't get into it with nobody else. She punk puss. She was over there copping please and apologizing. Right? Weak. Okay? But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. That was the episode. I loved it. Thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Adios. Like the video, hype the video up and stuff. And I'm gonna probably have my Rhode Island review out by tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna make no promises. All right. But I will see y'all later. Adios.
Call daddy, tell him 25. Call daddy, tell him 25.